So from the ideal audience member, which I'm honored that I am actually the ideal audience member.
You are.
Just a good question, and I think this is one, and maybe you're going to address it, but I'll jump the gun real fast. People are, I'm sure folks are looking at this and saying, "Oh man, 2 to 3 years, that's a long time. Who's going to do that?"
Yeah.
And how do I plan that out? I mean, would you advocate, and maybe with the firms you're seeing, do they hire a special person for this that just does this and this is their whole job, or do they, take this on with some other part of the job? And as you consult with firms, what do you find the most popular approaches?
Yeah, it's a really good question, and you're absolutely right. The firms that we work with, when we present them with this concept that you need to plug away at this for 2 to 3 years, we get shock, we get horror, we get, oh my goodness, no way. But what's fascinating to me is you wouldn't have that response to anything else. We know that everything in life takes consistent, persistent faithfulness, whatever it is. If you want to lose weight, you are not going to be able to go to the gym for 2 weeks and suddenly drop 50 pounds. You know it's not going to happen. You know life doesn't work that way. If you want to redo your house or build a kitchen or anything that you want to achieve personally or anywhere in life, you know that it requires consistent and persistent faithfulness day after day, month after month, and then it all comes together. So why would it be any different with marketing, especially when the trust level is so high? So I think the first question I have to ask is, why is it that, if this applies to you, if you're thinking that's too long, no way, what are you resistant to? What is it that you're expecting marketing to magically do for you that you don't expect in any other area of your life or business? Do you hire an employee and expect them day 2? I mean, okay, we kind of do. Like, it would be the dream if day 2 they're like taking it over. You don't have to train them. We'd love that. We love that concept, but we know that's not how it works. So I want to just challenge you to say, why am I resistant to this? Why do I want marketing to magically do things for me? And usually, if you really look, inside to the deep reasons, it's because there's fear, there's confusion, there's uncertainty, there's bad experiences in the past. And if you don't know where to start and you feel like you tried it before and it didn't work and you don't know what to measure and you hired somebody and that was a fail, most of the time it's because you either gave up too soon or you were, trying to get these quick wins without this long-term approach. So to answer ideal client Jeff's question about how you practically do it, there's a couple ways you can do it. One is you can start by doing some of it yourself. You're in the right place right now listening to this training session because a lot of accountants aren't even taking the time to get marketing training. So the mere fact that you're here is a positive thing and shows your commitment and shows your interest. So I would encourage you to get as much marketing training as you can. Read the They Ask You Answer book. Write a blog. Try stuff. Just try stuff yourself, because even if you hire somebody eventually, you're going to need to know to tell them what to do. So try stuff yourself is the first thing. Secondly, before you get to hiring people, there's a lovely middle ground where you're doing some and you're outsourcing some. We do it at PF. I'm sure there's other companies do it, but we're the agency I know of who does this exclusively for accountants, where we work in partnership with accountancy firms. So they do some content and we tidy it up and edit it and make it beautiful and publish it. Or they give us some bullet points and we write the blog or we create the web page. It's really important to connect yourself with people who know what they're doing, an agency or an expert of some kind, so that you can maximize on the content that's coming from your own head and from your clients. So that's a middle ground option. You've got the initial bit of just doing some yourself. The middle ground option is you do some and your team does some and you outsource some of it. So you have like an outsourced marketing department and they do a lot of things for you, so you don't actually have to hire within yet. Then the next stage is you do hire somebody, part-time, an intern, an assistant, a full-time person, and eventually you want to get to the point where you have an entire marketing team, depending on the size of your firm, but that's the goal. You're a business. You may be an accountancy firm, but you're a business, and businesses have marketing departments. So you need to have, eventually, a marketing department. I don't care if it takes you 15 years to get there, but you need to have that as your goal. So if you're going to hire a marketing person, here's the kicker. Do not, under any circumstances, hire this person, throw all this stuff at them, and walk away. It will fail. Mm-hmm. The way for it to win is to say, hey, I'm bringing you in. I want to help you. What can I give you? I'll give you all the emails that I send to my clients so you can pick out their questions and issues. I will record a video. You tell me what the video is and I'll record it. I'll post some stuff on social. You tell me, you direct me, but I'm here for you. The firms that are getting the phenomenal level of marketing results with somebody either in-house or outsourced, either one, is when they are personally involved with it and they're not just handing it off. You are delegating, not abdicating. Oops, there we go. So, delegating,
Perfect.
not abdicating. That's the key.
Perfect. That is a perfect response, and it actually dovetails perfectly into this last slide that we'll look at before we wrap up. Again, this is the second session of 5, so we hope that you will check out all of them because they're fantastic. Also, just a little bit, in a quick kind of plug for the Profitable Firm, you already mentioned you follow this process yourself, which is how you've grown the business. So there's lots of free material, webinars, consulting, and mention some of the middle roads that you can do if you're getting started in marketing of how to do that. And they can contact you directly via email, correct? With that email on the screen as well as at your website?
Yep, that's the one. And if you go to the website, on the homepage, there's this diagnostic that you can complete. I'd encourage you to fill that in, even just for your own purposes, to remind yourself of what you are and aren't doing in marketing.
Perfect. So we hope you'll check that out. Check out the other courses that we have. Also check out the Canopy community. And again, we hope you'll join us for the other sessions and hope you're very fired up and excited to learn and continue figuring out how to become a content marketer. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next session.
Bye.